Dale Not Dale Podcast.
What's up, Bonnie?
What up?
You all right?
Dude, I'm living.
Living what?
The dream.
What's your dream? Dude, speaking of, I saw your shout out on LinkedIn today.
Oh.
Vaughn made partner.
Made. Yeah, Bond did make partner in his company. You are correct.
I didn't make a post for our. I'm going to make a post on my own. I'm going to make a podcast thing on LinkedIn. I'm going to put you on that you made partner there, too.
No, I think you should.
I'm going to rival them.
Dude, I think you should.
And the hashtags say suck it, fight us.
I mean, yeah, let's not do that.
You just said we could.
I'm not suck it, fight us.
Oh, okay.
You know, that I kind of make an income from fight us.
Oh, I thought we just podcasted.
Oh, no, I actually want to eat.
Okay.
You can't, you can't live off free clothes. I mean, contrary to what you believe.
We get free meat from Good Ranchers.
Oh, that's true. We do get free meat. Yeah, I need vegetables too.
Hey, if you're listening to this now, I hope you locked into your 2-year price lock for Good Ranchers.
I still think they're crazy for doing that.
But they're going up. That's why they're doing this. They're increasing their prices some. So the whole point of that was like, hey, we're going to be increasing your price. So if you want to get locked in, locked in. So I'm hoping people did. Make sure you use our code DNDPOD. Get $30 off at checkout. Go to goodranchers.com.
We just got a sale yesterday.
We did? Who?
We did. Anthony.
Yeah? Mm-hmm. Emmett? Mm-hmm. Really?
I came to the conclusion that if you give people free meat,
yep.
So a lot of people, they have this thing where, they hear about a product.
Yep.
And they don't want to commit to any kind of subscription or whatever it is.
Yeah, without.
You give it to him, and I'm not kidding you. He cooked some ribeyes, and he was like, Bon, I thought you were full of shit the whole time. Yeah. These are some of the best ribeyes I've ever had in my entire life.
I'll tell people, I'm not even a big ribeye guy, and that's some of the best custom meat I've ever ate.
Oh, they're phenomenal.
Like, no lie. Like, so, yeah, I'm the same way. Like, I've got a lot of people, like, buddies that eat them, and it's like, all you got to do is try it.
Yeah.
But like I said, they're our podcast sponsor. They take good care of us, but their stuff is legit. Like, I wouldn't want to be just push something just to push it, because we could probably find other brand deals to deal with that would pay us money that we wouldn't. It wouldn't really fit what we do. But Good Ranchers is incredible meat.
It is incredible, and I enjoy getting a box every time. It's like Christmas morning.
I know, dude. It's good
as
stuff.
An adult,
especially with the new packaging.
The new packaging is great. It fits in the freezer much better.
Yep. So, but yeah, man, it's good. We got a fun one today, dude. We got Mr. Evan Slaughter, Fit to Serve, coming on.
I'm excited about this one. He's blowing up on Instagram.
Dude, this guy is hilarious. If you've had to have seen him by now, I'm telling you. So just when you see him pop up, you're going to know exactly who he is.
Yeah.
He may look different. I don't know if he's going to have a shirt on or not. He always has a shirt off.
He looks good with a shirt on.
Yeah, he's great.
He's ripped.
He is ripped. He's male peak performance.
He is, absolutely. You never judge a book by its cover. This guy's a phenomenal athlete.
Yeah. I mean, with a name Fit to Serve.
Yeah.
If you've got that word fit in your name, you got to be fit. This guy's.
He is. And I love watching him play pickleball and serving it. And every time he spikes it, he says, "We're back!"
Oh, he got me. That was a good one.
I'm trying, man. Just trying. I'm trying.
Oh, man. So, yeah, man. I'm excited to have Mr. Evan Slaughter come on, man.
Me too.
He's been blowing up. This dude he was just at the CrossFit Games, and man, he's taking pictures and stuff. Like, I've seen so many other influencers in the fitness world that I follow CrossFit that's like shared pictures with him, and he shared, and like, dude, everybody, I'm telling you, everybody knows this guy is. And if you don't know who he is, once you see this, you're going to be a fan of his. Like, once you go to his page, because
he's the guy everybody in the CrossFit realm want to be.
It's super relatable.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
But the good thing, he's just being himself. I don't think it's not a shtick.
Yeah,
you know? It's like,
no, I think he's absolutely being himself.
Yeah, but that's what sells.
Yeah, I mean, he's great. I love the
guy. That's funny, man. So yeah, we're excited to have him on. So
and we're headed to Indy tomorrow.
Yep, we're headed to Indy tomorrow.
I'm pretty excited about that.
I'm excited, man. Indy race and a NASCAR race.
In one weekend.
Because,
one day is not enough.
No.
You got to do 2.
We're doing 3, actually, because the Friday is the practice day.
Friday.
The qualifier.
Saturday and Sunday. You know what we have got to turn up the stand-up comedian stuff in the suite. We got to turn it up.
Okay.
I mean, I really want that whole suite to have a dedicated Dale Not Dale hour.
I'm down.
I mean,
I can redline their itinerary and add it in there.
I think we should. And I think they would be okay with that.
They would.
I mean, they're good people.
That's why they want us there anyway.
Yeah, absolutely.
We bring the fun.
That's
Adam's
true.
not bringing the fun. Adam's taking pictures and videos.
He's driving us.
He's going to drive us, but we're bringing the fun.
Adam definitely got a Tesla, rented Tesla.
Yeah.
So luckily you and I are going to be pitching in for gas money.
I told him, we're paying for gas.
Absolutely.
And it's the deal.
Yeah. He rents the car, we pay for gas.
Yeah.
I mean, I think it's fair.
It's not my problem he got an EV.
No. He should have gotten a bus.
Exactly.
But no, I'm excited about that. That'll be a good time.
Yep. So, but yeah, let's get old Evan Slaughter on, man. We can't have him in person. He's in, I think he lives in Alabama, but I'm excited either way.
Me too. Let's get him in.
All right, let's do it.
Uncle Dale and Vaughn with stories to unfold. So sit back, relax, and behold. We discussing life and all its ups and downs. Tune in from your side of town. Talking pop cultures, movies, and TV shows. Giving the thoughts and much more. This shit is style, clothes, and gadgets galore. Keeping you entertained, you'll be begging for more. Cause we gon' laugh and hey, maybe even crying. But one thing's for sure, you'll be smiling. Cause Uncle Dale and Vaughn are at your side. So come along, join, and let's ride.
They bring the heat, and the guests are supreme.
What is up, dude?
Hey, what's up, man? Glad to be
Got
here.
Mr. Evan Slaughter. Fit to serve.
Fit to serve.
Dude. We've been talking for a while on Instagram, man. I'm glad to get you in.
Yeah, man, me too, dude. I know it's been busy for both of us.
Dude, you've been everywhere.
I've been traveling, man. It's been good. I just came from the CrossFit games.
I seen that.
You seen some of that content? It was good.
I did.
Trying to get a plus size category added next year.
Dude.
Yeah.
Dude, I think you got a shot.
Fingers crossed. Funny thing is, I flew on a plane back. When I was coming back, I just happened to be on the same flight as Dave Castro, the GM of CrossFit.
No way.
And sitting adjacent to him. And he was across the aisle. And he looks over. He's like, dude, you're the guy that makes the videos, And I was thinking in my head, dude, you're Dave Castro, And he was like, I want to get a picture when we get done. I was like, yeah, for sure, man. And so we go over there. I was talking to him, and I brought it up. I was like, when are we gonna get a thicker category added for some of us plus size athletes? And he stopped talking to me after that and left. But I shot my shot. That was my moment.
Yeah.
He just doesn't know what's good for the games. He's gonna put that in there. I feel.
Dude, they've got adaptive for the handicap athletes. They've got age group now. For the older. I mean, it makes sense.
Yeah.
Dude, I'd be cheering for you.
I appreciate it.
Oh,
it's
man.
I stopped trying
funny.
to lose weight just to make it into the plus size. Forget my health,
man.
dude. Forget it.
Dude, I'm going straight plus size, bro. Hey.
Straight plus size.
Hey, man.
I got to gain a little bit more to compete in the plus size.
It's all about being body positive.
That's right,
That's
baby.
it. Hey, Lizzo made that possible for everybody, dude.
Yeah. She put it out there.
Yeah.
How was the games, man?
It was so much fun, man, for real. I do comedy stuff. My main stuff is pickleball and fitness, CrossFit fitness. So this was my first real event to go to where I was like, all right, let's see if I have an audience here in the fitness CrossFit space, which I knew I had, some, but you just never know until you're out there and and it was huge response.
Dude,
you know, just meeting a bunch of people that loved the content. You know, I was out there for a week. Every day I had people saying stuff and wanting to hang out and talk. It was really cool. And I did, you know, I was out there with a couple companies, Ice Barrel and RX Smart Gear, that does the, you know, Ice Barrel does the ice bath stuff, and then RX Smart Gear does some jump rope stuff. And so I had events at both the things, and we had a good crowd, you know, coming out and saying hey. So it was a success for sure, man.
Dude, I've been doing stuff at Ice Barrel for probably a year and a half or so.
Yes.
They sent me one, and I've been doing stuff. I've seen you doing it with, so that's cool, man. They've been good to us. They've been good people,
Ice
man.
Barrel's great, man. The guy that's kind of in charge of it over there, Nick, he's awesome to hang out with and be a part of that whole process.
Yeah, I spoke to him on just through Messenger before, through the Ice Barrel thing.
Yeah.
He sent me some messages back in the day, but yeah, we were doing some content for a while. I was. And so the Ice Barrels are awesome, man. And hey, funny thing about RX Smart, one time I've got one of their jump ropes, but I bought it in my sleep at 3 a.m. because one of my best friends has one, and he was telling me about it. And then one morning I woke up and I was like, man, I feel like I looked at my thing and I bought it in the middle of the night. $150 rope. My wife was pissed.
Did you use it?
Yeah, it's awesome.
The ropes are good.
$150 jump rope?
Yeah.
That must be one of because that's a top of the line model there, right?
Oh, dude, yeah, it's
you bought the Mercedes,
I went all out.
Yeah.
I can do quadruple unders.
For sure. Oh, for sure.
That's not true.
Actually, I bought it, and I still couldn't do double unders when I bought it. And then everybody at the gym picked on me.
You gotta watch Dave Newman's YouTube series on the double under, man. Man's a jump rope king. The guy that's in charge, you know, owns RX Smart Gear.
Yeah.
He's awesome. I actually, you know, went out there to San Diego, where they're out of, prior to the CrossFit Games, made a bunch of good content, got to do some stuff with Dale Spiegel, and you know, did the jump rope flash dance video that we have out there now and all that stuff. And the first day was just me with Dave Newman, the owner of RX Smart Gear, learning jump rope from like single unders to double crossover, double unders. And it was like 3 to 4 hours of just us shooting. And there's a whole YouTube series out now. So, you know, he teaches it very well. But I was like, from, you know, not doing anything. I told him before the thing started, I was like, there's no way I'm doing a crossover. He's like, we're not leaving here until you do a cross. And I was like,
oh, shit.
So I got one in there for sure.
That's all you need.
How long did it take you to get to that?
Well, you know, he builds it up. So that was like hour 3 or 4. I mean, I was exhausted. Like, do that in a warehouse for 4 hours in San Diego, California in the summertime. Like, I was drenched, dude. It was a lot of work, man, but it was good. And then I left and forgot everything I learned. So no.
It took me like a year and a half. Like, we started CrossFit in 21 of January, and it took me like, I was doing CrossFit about a year before I learned how to do double unders.
Yeah.
It was just tough. I couldn't figure it out.
It's the rhythm that's hard for me. Like, he says, Dave teaches people, like, he teaches top games athletes too. Like, and he teaches, don't speed the rope up, you just jump higher. So, like, the rope shouldn't go any faster than it does on a single under. You're just jumping higher. And I'm like, man, not for me, dude. I get all excited, and I'm like, want to whip. You know, and I end up doing, like, 2.5 one time or something, you know. It's just, like, I get all anxious and, you know, try to speed the rope up, dude. It's like I'm the epitome of, like, not to do it, you know. And
I can't jump any higher either. I'm like, dude, I am terrible at jumping.
This is all you're getting, Dave. Like, damn, dude. This is my jump height for single unders. Whatever you have at me, this is as high as we're jumping. I've got to speed the rope up, bro.
You got to pull those knees back.
Yeah. Something.
Hey, so that was the one you did. So you did that with Danny Spiegel, right? You said?
Give me a hell yeah!
I don't know about
you. I thought I was going. You're going.
Yeah. Do I need to restart?
No.
Okay. I don't know about you, but my electricity bill this summer is higher than I thought it could go. Thanks to the heat and the inflation, I'm kind of sweating it.
Dude, I'm hot in your room right now.
Yeah. No, that's me.
Oh.
The one thing I'm not sweating is through this hot summer is through my meat price. Why? Because my meat price is locked in for 2 years with Good Ranchers.
I don't know how they do it.
You might be thinking, a price lock guarantee on meat? They do that?
They do.
Yes, it's amazing. And you need it.
Good Ranchers only meat packing. Wait. Good Ranchers is the only meat company locking in your price with industry first price lock guarantee. That's insane. Since 2021, they've been helping people combat the inflation of the meat aisle as well as the mystery of it, too. It turns out over 85% of grass-fed beef is imported from overseas. You know that?
Uh-uh.
I did, because we had a podcast with them a while back.
I know.
That.
I just trying to play it through.
Okay, so not only is the store-bought meat expensive, but it's often low, foreign quality, too.
When you subscribe to Good Ranchers, you get a guaranteed price and a trusted 100% American source for your favorite cuts. You can save on your beef, chicken, and pork by locking in your price today. Every single steakhouse quality cut is individually wrapped and flash frozen to make mealtime easy and save you from dreaded food waste.
Oof. So go to goodranchers.com today and use my code DNDPOD for $30 off and free shipping. Remember, subscribe to any box and lock in the price of America's best meat for 2 whole years. That's goodranchers.com, code DNDPOD for $30 off. Good Ranchers, American meat delivered.
Yes, please.
Give me a hell yeah!
Well, while I was out there with them, yeah, we did a video with the motorcycle. I don't know if you've seen it, like me pulling up on a motorcycle. That was with Danny, and then we played pickleball, you know, just hanging out, and I made a pickleball video with her as well. So
yeah, she's hot.
She's hot. She's awesome. She's cool. Yeah.
She seems like she'd be cool.
She's super cool.
She's got quads that are unreal. Jesus.
Yeah. Kind of like mine.
I'm sure.
Kind of like mine, but more defined a little
Dude,
bit.
well, yeah. Yours are first, but she's second.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're number one in the men's category.
Yeah. Men's plus size category.
Men's plus size. That's hilarious. Men's plus adaptive group. That's what I'm going for.
Yeah, adaptive. It'll be a subcategory of adaptive, dude.
I'm gonna get a little robotic pinky finger or something.
It's
yeah,
30%. You got to have 30% body fat or higher to enter the plus size.
Okay.
That's
I like to eat. I can get there.
We can get there. Yeah.
I seen you did some stuff with Rod. I seen you did some stuff with Roderick there too. Me and Time guy. I've been buddies with him for a little while. So me and him been talking. But I seen y'all did some stuff. He's funny too, man.
He's funny, man, and he's like exactly like the first time I met him, I was like, you know, you never know how someone's gonna be or whatever. He's exactly like what I thought he would be like. You know,
he's hyper.
just quirky and funny and cool, and you know, so.
Yeah, he seemed like a cool dude. I've been talking to him.
He's cool.
We're going to the Rogue this year. You gonna be at the Rogue Invitational?
What is that? I'm still new at this.
So the Rogue Invitational is the one in October. It's the big one in Austin. But that's like the
damn. I need to put that on my calendar.
So besides the CrossFit game, the Rogue Invitational is a huge one, and they have the strongman there too. We went the past 2 years, and dude, it is awesome.
Make a note of that.
All the big names are there because it's just the invitational deal. So it's all the big ones, and then they pay out more, I think, than the CrossFit game. So it's always a big one for everybody.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Is it just do they get other companies coming in, or is it just Rogue stuff? Oh, okay.
No, they have like a big vendor village, just huge, like of all kind of stuff.
Oh, cool.
So it's a good one. But Roderick said he's going to be there this year. So me and some buddies go. We're going to be there. That
would be cool because the pickleball paddle company that I work with, Valere, they're out of Austin. And I've been needing to get back there anyways and make content and hang out. And
yeah, there's all kind of pickleball courts and bars in Austin, like everywhere.
Chubby's is there too. I do stuff for them, so I could just make a whole thing out of it.
Yeah, I do some stuff with Chubby's with Travis. I do stuff with them too. Yeah,
the man.
They've been taking care of me, man. I like the Chubby stuff.
Chubby's is awesome. Yeah, Travis was there at the games.
I seen that.
They own, it's a sister company with Isle paddle boards, which I did not know. So apparently, Solo Stove owns Chubby's and Isle paddle boards. Like they're all under the same umbrella now. So he was there for the paddleboard thing. Yeah, I hung out with Travis a lot. He's a riot, dude.
So are you like an avid pickleball player?
Yeah, I mean, I was and I still am when I'm in town. I've been traveling so much, but like I play recreationally with friends. I actually played some today. I'm playing more now just to try to use it as some cardio to try to drop some lbs. But they actually just where I was shooting all my pickleball content at. Funny thing was on a tennis court near my house in Alabama, right? And I would just kind of shoot it at angles where you just, unless you played a lot of tennis or pickleball, you wouldn't know if it's pickleball or tennis, It just gives that environment. And so, but then the city came and they got rid of a couple of the tennis courts and turned them into 6 brand new pickleball courts and then resurfaced the tennis courts to match the pickleball courts. So it's like I've got a brand new pickleball spot right there where I was shooting my content at. I like to think I had something to do with that with my videos.
It was you. Yeah. It was you. Don't ask anybody because it was already you.
Yeah, I'm just going to tell them. Like, when people come, I'll be like, you're welcome for this.
Yeah.
The house that Evan built. That's what they're going to call it.
Man, I'll tell you what. I'm in the construction industry and in the multifamily sector. I will say that the biggest investment that multifamily people are putting into their properties is pickleball courts.
Makes sense.
I mean, once a week
Really?
we have a request for pickleball court.
Dang.
It's
so
crazy.
Any age can play it, and any athletic level can play it. It seems like so. It's
yeah.
Man, it's caught on. I was playing it in 2019 at our gym. They would have it at certain times of the year. They would have the basketball court split up to 4 pickleball courts.
Yeah.
And we were playing They had some old people, and they taught us how to play it. And then, dude, all of a sudden, last year and a half, it's blown up. Like, it's crazy.
I've never played pickleball.
It's fun.
You still haven't played?
I have never played it. No, I've played racquetball.
I grew up playing racquetball. My dad was a big racquetball guy. That's kind of why I think I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
But it's fun. It's fun. And it is. It's like what I've learned, though, being in the scene a little bit more, like I get experience a lot with the pro scene, because the companies that I work with are in the pro scene, So they've brought me out to some of the pro tournaments and stuff, and it's like a whole different game. It's like any pro sport. It's kind of like CrossFit, like
Yeah.
When us regular folk CrossFit, it looks one way, and then you go to the games and you see them CrossFit, and it's like, damn, I'm not even touching what this is supposed to look like. I felt that way for pickleball a little bit. They play it so differently, man. Like when they play doubles, especially, and they both sides get up close right at the kitchen line and dink it slowly, deliberately. Like everybody watches, like, why don't they just slam it? Like I used to say the same thing, but it's like a strategy. They're picking their time to try to strike, and it's like they purposely, both sides will slow the game down purposely. It's a whole different breed. But it's a blast to play, man. And like I've been playing a lot of singles just because I get to play. I play with a friend who works from home, so like we try to go down there when the courts aren't busy, and like just play during the day or in between when I'm shooting videos because I got to make so much pickleball content right now. So I'll play a lot of singles, which will work your ass out. Like especially if you're out of shape. So it's but doubles, doubles slows it down a little bit, but you get on that single train, man. I go about 3 games, I'm smoked.
I'd want to do quads so I didn't have to move too much.
Yeah. I feel that.
Back corner.
Yeah.
You be front right, you be back right.
Yeah. For
quadrants.
Sure.
Dude. So so what is your job? Are you just doing content, or do you have an actual job too, or what do you do?
Content full time, man. I mean, I was,
awesome.
when I got out of the Army, I actually did I was in the multifamily real estate space as well, managing and renovating several apartment complexes in Birmingham, and then I kind of got recruited by a plumbing company that I was using all the time for work, and they came to me and like needed an operations manager. And I turned them down at first, and then a year later they came back. And so I ended up leaving and going and doing the plumbing thing. But I was just like super unhappy, like in the plumbing thing ran me ragged, man. I mean, it was like 24, you know, they're open 24 hours, 7 days a week. All holidays they work. They had a bunch of Walmart accounts in the state of Alabama, so we were always 2 a.m. I'm answering the phone, dude. You know, just it was. I just had enough of it, you know, and ended up getting out of that, and I sold some real estate that I had in 2022 when market was good to sell. And was able to put away some money, and then at that time I was like, well, I was kind of getting into had some TikTok videos that had some success, that kind of stuff, and I said, well, you know, I've got some money put away. I'm just gonna get more deliberate about doing comedy content on TikTok and Instagram and see if I can just grow this thing. And sure enough, as soon as once I started, I haven't had to do anything else. That's awesome. Yet, you know.
Yeah.
So that's been great. I'm just trying to make it last, you know, figure out how to sustain it.
That's kind of like we had Semi-Stupid a while back on the podcast. And so we were buddies with David. And he same kind of story, man. He was doing a job, and then he had like a video went viral, and he's like, man, I'm going all in on it. And then same way ever since then. I mean, I guess you got a different drive whenever that's your main deal. You're going to figure it out, you know?
Yeah, does he do a lot of like work with sponsors, I guess?
Yes. Okay. Yeah, he does. He does some Chubby stuff, but he does
I've seen him on Chubby's.
He's done a bunch of things, but
he's always wearing a Cracker Barrel shirt.
He's trying to get
Maybe
into
he's got that Cracker Barrel sponsorship.
He's trying to get into acting actually. Last time I talked to him, I think we were messaging, he was going to audition for some deal. So
yeah, that's the game, man. It's like I've gotten like things are really good right now. I mean, I'm you know, any job I've ever had, I haven't made as much money as I'm making right now. It's just like figuring out those long-term deals. So I was fortunate to with some of the pickleball, like the paddle deal I have is a 5-year deal. That was really cool. You know, it was structured in a way to where it grows as I grow. That kind of, so that gave me some comfort when I got that. And then I had another 1-year deal for a pickleball, just the ball. With Komodo pickleball, and that's a 1-year deal. So both of those, and then the ones outside of that have just kind of been like 3 months, 6 months, you know, 3 month and renew for 3 months, you know. So it's just one of those things where it's like I'm trying to get it while I can get it, and then figure out my next move. Like, is it a podcast for me? Do I start a podcast deal? I'm thinking about getting more serious with YouTube and maybe really trying to pump a YouTube channel out there. Maybe kind of find a comedic way to track my fitness journey. I don't want to be just like a weight loss journey, you know, but maybe do what I'm doing now. But like I've been fortunate to meet a lot of big names in the fitness space. So maybe I go back to them and do video style YouTube stuff, hanging out with them. You know, I don't know. So I'm just trying to figure out that next move, man.
I mean, you're blowing up, dude. Like I've watched you we connected. It's been a little bit now since we've connected, and I've always loved your videos, and then just from there, seeing you're growing in your numbers, man, it's been fun to watch, dude. I really enjoy it.
Yeah, I appreciate it, man. A lot of people
like
say,
the John
what happens
Daly
if
of
he
pickleball.
loses weight, you know? Do I?
Yeah. It's like the Drake and Josh. Whenever the kid Josh lost weight, it wasn't funny anymore.
Hill.
You don't see Jonah Hill in any movies lately, have you?
Not any funny ones.
Dude, yeah, you ain't lying.
I didn't mean to cut you off there, man.
No, you good. I seen him the other day on that picture. He looks sickly, dude.
He's doing something weird with his hair, and like, I don't know, man. Yeah.
You know,
honestly, it does look rough.
I think at his level, I don't think he's really worried about working too much.
He's not.
No, I don't blame him.
Take a break too.
So Alabama, man. So you were an Army vet, right? That's what we've seen.
Yeah. Yep.
What years were you in?
So I just like got the itch to join. You know, I'd been to some college. I had about 3 years of college, and then was working as a personal trainer and helping manage a gym here in Hoover, which is what I was going to college for in the first place, which is why I kind of stopped going. I was like, well, I'm already doing what I wanted to do, you know. And then like randomly, I get this itch, you know. I like to joke like I heard the call, you know, like Uncle Sam was, you know. It's like you just get the call and it's like I gotta go join the military. So I literally like went around to all the I went to the Marine Corps first, and then went to the Marine Corps was like. I think it was like a 6 or 7 month like you sign up and then like you don't leave for 6 or 7 months. It's a delayed entry program at the time. And I was thinking, we're at war right now. Like we're still at war with Iraq, and we're getting into Afghanistan now. And you got to tell me I'm waiting 6 to 7 months to go somewhere? I thought y'all were going to be like, as soon as I come in, like music was going to play and you're going to be so glad to have me come join the Marine Corps. You know, you're a hero. So, you know, that's
Rambo's
what I
here.
imagined. And we leave now. Like, I signed the paper and we get on the bus now, dude. Like, that's how I envisioned it. I was like, I don't know if I want to be in the Marine Corps in 7 months. Like, I'm going to change my mind for sure if I have to wait 7 months from when I sign up. Like, I'll get a girlfriend in that time and be like, screw this, you know? So I go to the Army, and I'm, like, talking to the Army. And it was better. You know, it was like 3 months. I was like, okay, well, whatever, I'm going, you know? So anyways, it was 2010. I joined 2010, like October 2010, and I left January 2011 for basic. So I joined as an infantryman. I didn't even, you know, I took the ASVAB, had some college, all that stuff. Could have chosen any other job. For some reason, I was like, I knew I wanted to do some kind of combat MOS. Infantry's for me, you know, I just didn't even look at any other jobs. Went to Fort Benning and went to airborne school, you know, while I was there. Did pretty well. I was in really good shape at the time, and it was like I was really enjoying it. And then ended up at a long-range surveillance unit in Fort Hood, Texas, and then we deployed as soon as I got there. So did a year in Afghanistan, all that good stuff, and then ended up getting out, like, you know, right at the start of 2015 or late 2014.
Dang.
That's a trip.
It's a trip.
I would have been scared to death to do that. So I commend you for that, and I appreciate it.
Yeah, thanks for your service, man.
I enjoyed it, man. I loved every minute of it. It was cool. I was with some good units. I got to go to Special Forces selection, but like failed the last ruck event in selection by a few minutes, you know, and so didn't make that. But because I had gone so far, like I got orders to go trial for that long range surveillance unit, and it was really cool. Like, it was a cool unit to be a part of. Just like my whole military experience, honestly, it was like I did everything I wanted to kind of do. You know, I wanted to be deployed. I wanted to see some combat. I wanted to do all that, you know. Went over to Afghanistan, got blown up, got a Purple Heart while I was over there, like jacked up my ankle and stuff in an IED incident and everything. So it was like, came back with, like, it was everything I envisioned about doing happened in that 4 years, you know. And then I got out. So it was good.
It's like a movie, dude.
Dude, it was perfect. You know,
I've never had anybody ever describe their military their military service in such a more positive way.
It was perfect, dude. I'm the guy that when someone comes to me and they're like, I'm thinking about joining the military, most people would like try to talk to them about the reasons they shouldn't. I'm immediately like, yes, you should, dude. Like, well, I mean, I got this good job. Forget that job. You can come back to that job, dude. I'll help you sign up.
I'm currently a medical doctor. Listen,
yeah,
you need
leave
to
it behind.
I want to go to the military. You're only 7, but you should go.
You'll love it.
Oh man.
Oh man,
You'd be a great recruiter.
Yeah.
He's got the best numbers in the nation.
I'd be
Dude,
signing up all the unqualified people, though. Like, Evan, you can't just push anybody through here. You know.
he's 68. He can't join the military.
He's 68. You know,
Everybody's got a dream.
he failed the drug test twice now.
It's a target.
Yeah, dude. So you're in Hoover. They had that football show on Netflix back in the day, Hoover, Alabama. Yeah, right. That's what it was. MTV. Yeah.
What was it?
Two-a-days, baby.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
I remember Hoover,
Our
Alabama. I remember
first
hearing
claim
about
to
that.
fame. Yeah. Rush Probst, the coach that secretly had another family.
Oh, good for him.
Yeah, he was like that's what happened with the show. I think too. By the second season, it came out that because he was the reason, or not the reason, but he was winning all these state championships for us. That's what kind of got the show, I think, down there really. And then he by second season, it comes out that he's got like a whole nother family.
Holy hell!
Like
Skeletons came
girlfriend
out.
with kids on the side, and it comes
Like
out
his kids?
I'm pretty sure his kids. Maybe like one of his kids or one of hers, or something like that. Another family.
Yeah.
And they axed the show, dude. And then I heard that so he goes to coach some school in Georgia. Somebody told me the other day, like this came up the other day, that he just got caught in the same scenario in Georgia now.
Dude, the hound dog.
He's a dog.
He loves the ladies.
Nowadays, they don't like it when you try to multitask.
Yeah, well,
I mean,
this guy's the king of it. He lives to multitask.
That's an incredible management.
Dang. How old are you, Evan?
37.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm 40. He's 39, so we're close.
Yeah, I turned 38 in October, so not too far off.
So I seen you started making videos early, like what, mid 2022. When I look back, I went back to like your first videos, kind of, and then when did it take off for you?
So it took off on TikTok first with the single mom content.
Okay.
I was doing, I was just trying a bunch of different stuff. I was just having fun, trying some sketch comedy stuff. I was new to it. I didn't, it's like every platform is so different. It's such a different beast, Some stuff will translate. But for the most part, I was focused on TikTok initially, and I found that I could just do these little single mom, trying to get the single mom to notice me, and I would just be like holding a shovel, like in some short shorts with my shirt off, with some, Backstreet Boys playing or something, pick a song, right? And so I had a couple of those take off, so I just hammered that for a little while, just went down, and then I started thinking, I was like, I've got to, I started looking at other accounts that were having success and like why they were having success. And so I saw that most of them that where you didn't have to play a character, you didn't have to do this or that, you could just be yourself. And if you could be funny and get an audience doing that, it would translate into more followers and more activity per video that did well.
Yeah.
So I started like just doing some of the sketch comedy stuff, like, and I would pick things that were just kind of stuff I was doing. Like I was trying to get back into exercise, so I would do like your friend that just started working out again,
Dude, I love that one.
Stuff.
Yeah.
Those took off, and those translated on TikTok and Instagram. So once that happened, it was, I started getting contacted by people. Brooks Running was sending a bunch of stuff. Like I was like, okay, this is people like this. Let's keep going with this. It was like step 1, take your shirt off. Step 2, wear really short shorts, really revealing shorts, and then step 3, like talk about your grundle region.
Yeah.
Yes.
Do a lot of stretching. Really put your private areas on saw the right formula. Same stuff the hot chicks are doing. It's just different,
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely.
He's always says grundle. So when I seen the shirt that when you have grease the grundle, I'd send it to Vaughn. I was like, dude, perfect shirt for you. He's always saying that.
I tell you what, that's one of the most underappreciated pieces of the human body.
Dude, and it's funny that it's got a medical name, the perineum.
Perineum.
Yeah.
You pronounced it right. Perineum. Yeah. I was at the dentist's office not long ago, and I was like laid back, and it had one of the TV screens on the ceiling, right?
Oh yeah.
And I'm watching, and it's a medical commercial about some new drug coming out, and it starts to list the side effects, and it says one of the side effects is like itching and burning of the perineum. And then it defines the perineum for you, and it says the perineum is the space between the genitals and the anus.
Yeah.
And I was just laying back, like with the dentist's fingers in my mouth, working, and I'm dying laughing. Dude. Like, what is that space that little space on your body have a medical name and can be a side effect of a drug. Like,
I mean,
Dude, that's a terrible place to be itching.
the perineum's, it's also a state of mind. I mean, you're really in a bad spot.
Yeah.
I mean, there's not a lot of cool stuff that goes on right there.
between the genitals and the anus, you're right, there's not.
Yeah. I mean, you know, taco night, you're screwed.
Yeah, dude.
Date night, you're literally screwed.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a tough spot.
Perineum.
I mean, I think we need to start writing letters to our perineums.
Yeah, I think one of the first videos I saw of yours was the one about your friend getting into fitness. And when you're out there and you're lifting that tree up or something like that, that limb. And dude, those are great, man.
I
love
took
that.
that whole your friend concept. I did a bunch of different scenarios, and I found that too. Like, it's at a place now. I'm learning which videos to recreate again. You know, like there's a lot of stuff. Like I've came back to the single mom market a little bit when I partnered with Chubby's because it was a perfect fit, and I'm thinking I'm gonna come back to that your friend concept and try to do some other stuff because it's like once I started doing content with sponsors, you know, I try to do it in a way where I can get their video to go viral and I can keep the sketch comedy authenticity, like it's still funny to watch. So it's like guerrilla marketing, I guess, in a way, or just a secret way to market. I'm not like every company I've worked with. It's like I tell them, like, I'm not the guy that's like gonna hold the product and go like, here's why I use, you know, blah blah blah, because nobody wants that shit. That's not gonna sell your product. When I partnered with RX Smart Gear, I made a video. The first video I made for them on our first month agreement partnership has 5.1 million views and growing right now, and it's me like using the jump rope in a way like to music, you know, that has really nothing to do with the jump rope. But I put in the little caption, my code, discount on a jump rope, and we're selling the crap out of jump ropes, you know, like.
Yeah, it's
so awesome. I had to figure out how to keep that comedy aspect, and so, you know, when I think about those your friend videos, it's like when I started getting these sponsorships coming in, I had to be very specific about who I would work with because I was like, your deal needs to fit into what I'm already planning to do.
Yeah.
Well,
You know?
and those are relatable videos because everybody's got that friend they can think about too, you know. So that stuff just hits hard with everybody.
Yeah, the quitting social media one I really like.
That didn't do as well as I thought it would, man. I need to recreate that one because, like, I see posts all the time like, hey, guys, you know, taking a break from social media.
I hate it.
It hit home for me. I don't have social media.
Yeah.
I love it.
It's
never going
I mean,
back.
it's like that's the maybe that's what I need to do a video on next is the person that doesn't have social media at all. You know.
Hey, I'm telling you, I'm free from
Your Christian Bale shirt is great too.
It is.
I'm a hardcore Christian.
Is that one of your?
No, I wish.
merch?
I found that. I saw a buddy of mine wearing that, and I was like, "Where'd you get that, man?" And he's like, "I found it on Etsy," and I was like, "I gotta get one." I think his said, "I'm a hardcore Christian" on the front, and then Bell fan on the back. The one I had is like Bell fan in
Underneath it,
smaller
yeah.
letters. So
I like it on the front for sure.
That's a
I
great
want you
shirt.
to see it all at one time, so you don't, you know.
Yeah, no.
Because if you don't turn around, then you just look like a hardcore Christian.
You just which may be good to some and not to others.
Good to some, not to others. Whatever. Yeah.
That's hilarious.
At least now, if they see the whole thing on your front shirt, they can all laugh.
So what's So I see your TikTok. You blew up first on. You think is that what you?
Yeah, for sure.
Hit quicker.
Yeah, TikTok definitely. You know, Instagram. You talk to anybody. I mean, as you probably know yourself. I mean, it's a different beast, dude. Like
It is.
It's hard to get interactions for some reason. I think they're working on some things with that. I like Instagram so much better now that I've had success on it. Because it's just more authentic. Like, all my brand deals have come from Instagram. None have really come from TikTok. It's all been people reaching out to me because of my Instagram.
TikTok, I get a bunch of, like, weird... I get hit up from these companies that want me to do baby clothes. Like, none of it fits what we do.
Yeah, it's just random I get those
Instagram
emails
is
all the time.
I mean, Instagram's I think is definitely the biggest, and that's got the best. And then even messaging on TikTok's not really good. It's kind of clunky. Like it just Instagram's just the best one, especially for influencers. I agree.
Yeah, and it's like, but I needed that. Like I still like I'm not giving up on TikTok, but it's like I use that TikTok audience just to try to grow my name. You know, like if something has success on there, great. You know, I'm not worried about, you know, the money you make on views is garbage. You know, it's not worth it for that alone. And then any of the, like the whole TikTok creator marketplace deal where it's like they're trying to help you partner with brands, but I've never given in to any of that stuff. I actually had a friend who had a decent sized TikTok account who's tried to do some of the partnered, you know, where TikTok partners you with somebody. And she said she would make a video for him and then never get paid, you know?
Oh, no.
And it was like, dude, that's like, I don't do any stuff like that. Like, if a company wants to work with me, they can follow the instructions to go to my management email and contact me like a human being there. You know, like I know you're not a robot, you know, and then we schedule a phone call and we really do, you know, it's easy to kind of weed out but, you know, TikTok's fun, and then I still post on there, and I still would like to continue to grow on there, only to kind of push people to my other avenues.
Yeah, we like I said that we've got I've got my personal, which is a bigger one, and then you know we're growing our podcast one, but it's still man, it's just stuff just kind of hit or miss sometimes on there. It's just weird, man. It's weird what gets seen or maybe shadow banned or the algorithm doesn't work. Some things just doesn't hit like it should.
Yeah, you can't trust
Somebody knows the answer out there. It's just a matter of finding them.
Yeah, I don't know.
You got to go to China.
Yeah,
It ain't over here. The answer ain't over here.
You should go document it and go to China.
Dude, I'm gonna test something. I'm gonna start posting like big time Chinese, like look at some of the accounts that are like China, like the user is China or Asia, any Asian, Eastern, you know, Japanese, whatever, and the type of content they've got, like the biggest accounts on here. So it's like I'm gonna like start doing some like, you know, anime content or something like that would be big over there, and see if it takes off. You know, see if it gets pushed.
I'm gonna learn how to speak Mandarin.
Yeah, there you go. And just post only in Mandarin. You'd have the biggest account on there, dude.
How much traveling are you doing? I know you just doing the games, but how much of your content is not done at your place, like your area?
Well, so like the traveling has been I have not traveled out of my own pocket to go do content. That's kind of been a rule of mine. I'm not against doing it now, but anytime I've traveled, it's been with a company. So they'll pay me to come out and I'm making money while I'm there, and I'm getting my travel expenses. But I've traveled a lot, dude. I've done a bunch of stuff with the pickleball, going to pickleball tournaments with Valere earlier in the year, and then Chubby's has taken me some cool places. I've gone out to Austin with Chubby's, and then I went to the Tight End University.
I've seen that,
dude. Everybody
cool.
was
there.
Everybody
a bunch of studs there. I know.
George Kittle, Travis Kelce, Rob Gronkowski, which I've done the ice shaker thing with. See if I can grab it here. With
this is the one his brother has.
Chris, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I've seen that's his brother's company.
They got a Fit to Serve.
Oh, really?
Ice shaker that you can get. Like I think they're print on demand, but it's pretty dope. You can see that hair swoop with the.
Dude, the hair is awesome.
Fire, right? And this is perfect for day drinking at the pool. That's what I figured out.
There you go.
It'll hold a fifth of vodka and cranberry. It's the right mixture with ice. You give it, pour the whole fifth in there, add a little bit of cranberry and ice, and shake it up, and you're good to go all day at the pool. So
love it. That's why they made it.
Diet cranberry because it's healthy.
Yeah, sugar-free cranberry. Get that gluten-free Tito's vodka.
There you go.
No, they so it was the Tight End University thing was cool, man. I got to meet Theo Vaughn, and you're just around all these people that and go into some of the part, like we got to go to the after parties with them too, dude, and it was just
that's crazy,
like partying with all these NFL players, and It was really, really cool. There was a Levi's custom denim jacket station set up at one of the parties we went to where, like, everybody at the party's just, like, getting these custom Levi denim jackets made. So, like, you would just go there and, like, get sized up, and then you would play Plinko, like the game Plinko from The Price is Right. You get to drop 2 Plinko things, and that would land on what customizations you got to pick for your jacket. And then there's a team on site, like, sewing the jackets while you're there, so by the time you leave the party, you got your custom denim. I've never partied like that, dude. That was huge, dude.
I would love that.
There's
a lot of good parties with sewing going on.
I've never had a denim jacket, but I sure
go
want
to
one
a
now.
party with a bunch of NFL people, then leave with a custom Levi denim jacket. It was fire, dude.
I've got a few denim jackets. I love them. Hey, how big were them guys in person, man? Some of them like Gronk.
So yeah, you know, everybody's big to me. I'm short. I'm like 5'6", so like looking like, you know, everybody's big to me. But no, Gronk was big. I mean, he's done playing. You know, he was still in shape, and he was so cool though too, man. Just like you would think he was. Like, he was waiting on a ride after that first day, and had his little Cane's, you know, chicken basket with him. And he just sits down at the table where we're standing around talking at, and just sits down and eats and talks with us and hangs out, you know. And like, everybody at the table was texting like, "Oh my God, is this really happening?" You know. But he was just being a dude, you know, like just chilling. George Kittle's really tall. There was some you know, there was a lot of tight ends, right? So at some of the parties, like, you know, you would see some guys that were bigger than others, like more built than others and tall. But you know, that tight end position can be weird. Like, George is tall, but not super.
He's slender. Yeah,
it all depends on the offense they're in. Yeah.
The offense they're in, and how they play. You know, like. So, anyways, it was cool though. Josh Allen was there throwing the ball a little bit. He's
a big donkey too.
Yeah, he's a big dude for a quarterback.
That seems like awesome. I seen the picture of the tight end university. I was like, dude, that looked freaking sweet, man.
That's by far like highlight of my year so far, dude. Because Chubby's had only they told me they were like, we can only bring one influencer out here, and you're getting invited.
Dude,
and I was like, dude, that's huge, you know. And actually, I was during that when they told me the dates. They gave me this news like 2 or 3 weeks before it was supposed to happen, right? Well, maybe 3 weeks. But I was supposed to be on a family vacation in Florida that we take every year, right? And the family vacation is in Captiva Island, Sanibel Captiva, Southwest Florida. And to get to North Captiva where we were staying, it's like you have to take a water taxi. So like, we would drive down to the beach, you know, load our stuff on a boat, take a water taxi out to the island, and then we're on the island for the entire week. So when they told me that this was an opportunity, of course, I'm not married now. I've been married once, went through a divorce, no kids, nothing like that. So that's been a blessing too about being able to travel. I'm not tied down really. Yeah. So I call my family and I'm like, hey, there's an opportunity here, but that means that I'm only going to be able to vacation with you guys a couple days, and I got to head out, you know. And they were all like, do it, you know, take it. I explained to them what it was. They were like, totally understand. You go do it, you know. I was like, all right, cool. The plan was for me to like leave in the middle of it, you know, from this island, go to Nashville, Tennessee, do the tight end university thing, and then go back to the island thing. And I ended up not going back, but it's like that whole, you know, I didn't even really get to vacation. I was there a couple days, and then the next thing I'm like taking this water taxi, you know, to the mainland, and then taking a taxi to the airport, and then flying up to Nashville, which is 2.5 hours from where I live anyways, you know, and like, so it was a whole big ordeal. But the day I got in, I'm like, I get in and I'm talking to Travis, and he's like, dude, you got to hurry. The opening party is about, you know, they're here at the hotel until 10 or something. So I get in like at 9:30. I drop my stuff off the bags, and I'm like running downtown to make it to the initial, you know, event party or whatever. So it was hectic, but it was fun and totally worth it, I guess.
How was Theo?
Super cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was cool.
Love that guy.
Of course, he was getting bombarded, you know.
I bet.
and everybody would come up to him, and but he was totally down with it. You know, he was in character. I imagine that's probably how he is most of the time anyways. You could kind of feel that. But there was one day where a bunch of college, he was only there for the first day. There was a bunch of college kids came out from the Vanderbilt, building and like got onto the field and like came up to talk to him, and he's taking pictures and talking. And then they would kind of like, Theo, tell us about drunk chicken, and like bring up things from some of his bits.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he would totally interact with him. So it was like I was getting to watch a little mini stand-up bit, performed. And then I kind of grabbed him the last day, and I was like, or before he left after the first day, and I was like, got a picture with him, whatever. And I showed him my Instagram, and I was like, dude, I do some comedy stuff as well. I'm here with Chubby's, blah, blah, blah. And he took a picture of my Instagram profile and said he would check it out, and then that was it. So he was cool about it, you know what I mean? I didn't really expect him to necessarily actually go through with checking it out and like hitting me up or anything, but
yeah,
he acted like he would. So
did he at least give you a follow?
I didn't get the follow, dude. I think what I need to do is unfollow and then refollow him so he sees me pop back up,
fresh.
right?
Yeah, you gotta hurt his feelings.
Yeah.
He's like, oh, that's that plus size CrossFit guy.
Yeah. This is that weird dude that kept coming up to me showing me his Instagram profile.
Little does he know my camera doesn't even work.
Yeah. I didn't take a picture of that shit. He's just like, yeah. He just But whatever, man. Like he probably gets that all the time. It's like for me, it was like I'm gonna regret it if I don't say something. Yeah. It's just and I did it in the right setting and wasn't bothersome by any means. So
we went and saw him in like March. We saw he came to Houston for stand up his tour. Man, it was incredible.
Nice.
He's a genius.
Yeah.
I mean, he's an absolute genius. He's my favorite comedian.
Yeah, he was by far one of the best I've seen in person.
He's the only person on the face of the earth that can sell a crazy story, and you have no idea if he's telling the truth or a lie.
Yeah,
and you don't care. That's
you don't care.
Thing. It's like I don't care if this is true or not. It's hilarious. Like what I think it is it's a fabrication of the truth, right? Like it's probably the truth, but with a Theo Von twist to it. And it's great. It's hilarious. It works. And it's like, for me, I'm the same way. It's like, who cares if it's real or not, man? This is hilarious.
I mean, all the people that he names in Covington, Louisiana that he knew, I don't even think the population's the size of the stories that he's told.
Right.
No, hey, real quick about that. So a guy that my son, I used to coach his son, but our kids play baseball together. He's from the same area. They went to the same high school. He's like, Brian's maybe 4 or 5 years older than Theo, but he goes, man, some of the people he's told stories about, he goes, those are real people. Like he's mentioned that.
I believe it.
He's like, dude, it was a crazy town that they grew up in. He goes, but he was younger than me. He goes, we knew who he was.
Yeah.
And then he said, but yeah, he goes, a lot of stuff he's talking about, like some of the things he remembers that, like that area or those people or whatever. So
that's hilarious.
I'm sure it's embellished, but like I said, you don't care.
Embellished a little bit. Maybe some of it's not. Like I think we can all remember. Like if we think back through our childhood, most people.
Some sketchy things.
Yeah, there's some crazy stories out there, dude. I know there are in my life, at least.
Yeah, there is. I just couldn't imagine having as much craziness as he's had. That's the thing. He knows somebody.
Well, you can tell he definitely grew up impoverished a little bit. It sounds like his mom and that whole thing with his dad being 74 or whatever.
Yeah.
So I think you're right. Like most people probably not as much as he's experienced, but then you hear his backstory and you're like, okay, that makes sense.
Checks out.
I mean, his dad legitimately is like.
You can't make that up and get away with it because people will just Wikipedia.
I googled it.
Yeah. That's an easy fact check right there, dude.
And his dad is Nicaraguan.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
Oh, that guy's a trip, man.
Yeah, dude. That is wild. Have you heard his Greyhound bus stuff? About riding the Greyhound bus to he would like in the summertime ride it to Mississippi to go work on some farm or something, and he talked about riding the Greyhound bus, dude.
I swear I thought I had listened to everything.
I haven't heard that, but I have to look. I mean, like
I'll
I said, I
have to
listen
send
to all
it
the
to
time.
you guys, man. It's hilarious. He talks about like the driver hitting the brakes, and then the blue stuff that's in the toilet in the back of the thing comes washing down the thing, and he goes, that's that now, baby. That's that Greyhound now. He said there's all kinds of stuff in there, abortions, needles. Like, he's talking about all this stuff.
I do remember that one.
Oh,
I do remember that one. The blue stuff is what I remember.
Yeah, that Greyhound now.
Yeah, he's great.
Hey, so we do a little thing on our show.
Cool.
Since me and Vaughn are doppelgangers, we always kind of ask the people like, hey, and then I have this little website I'm gonna tell you to go to on your phone. We have this deal like we ask people who've you been told you look like, or like you've been compared to, like, oh man, you look like such and such, or a celebrity. Who'd be your celebrity doppelganger?
I get Zach Galifianakis a lot. I got Zach Galifianakis a lot when I had the full beard. Too, because whenever I grow a beard, it comes in red, a lot more red than this brown does. But yeah, Zach Galifianakis has been the most recent and most common one.
So I gotta I took a picture. I filmed your pictures online, and I didn't do. Well, one of them is one of them's Russell Crowe. That's pretty good.
Hey, that's not bad. But is it fat
Honestly,
Russell Crowe? Is it fat Russell Crowe, or is it early days Russell Crowe? Because Russell Crowe went through a hard time too, bro.
It's the good Russell Crowe.
Okay,
they show the good Russell Crowe, and then they also show John Candy.
The fat Russell. They also
then they show John Candy below him. So.
I'll take it. So the fat Russell Crowe.
No, man. The good Russell Crowe. Fat or skinny, Russell Crowe's always been good. John Candy's never been skinny.
No, that's what they're saying. They're like, it's like Russell Crowe, but if he was fat.
Hey, what's even funnier is one of them on here is Rob Kardashian, and he went through a skinny and a fat phase too.
I don't see Rob Kardashian, but I'm here for it.
I'd have to see his fat face. but a John Candy Russell Crowe combination, I could see that all day long.
I like it. Oh man, that's just funny.
Dude, that is actually pretty good.
Those are some good ones, man.
I mean, we've had.
So we had another fellow Alabama guy on. It's Smiley Kaufman, the golfer.
Yeah.
And his came up 31% match for Hitler.
Oh my god. How do you come back from that, dude?
It was so funny, man. It was hilarious.
Yeah, he didn't come back. He just kind of laughed like, "Wow."
He's like,
and then,
guys.
ironically, we had a up and coming country music singer, Cody Hibbard, come on, and he was like 50+% match for Kim Jong Un.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. My god.
He's a country singer.
I think I've seen his stuff.
Yeah. He was adopted. He's South Korean, but he was adopted and grew up in Oklahoma. And so, but yeah, dude, when that came up, that was funny.
What kind of racist app are y'all using?
Hey, Kim Jong-un. We didn't create the app.
Jeez.
Our hands are off of it. I mean,
yeah, that's hilarious, dude. It was funny though when I read that to him, because he was in studio. He came in. He came and hung out with us in studio for this. Dude, we laughed so damn hard at that.
Oh yeah, it was good. It was a good time.
So what's next for you, man? What's on the horizon?
Man, I don't know. That's what I'm trying to map out. I'm actually taking some time tomorrow. I leave to go to. I got a nice little Airbnb cabin in Sevierville, Tennessee, which is in between Pigeon Forge and Gatlinburg.
Okay.
And I'm just gonna go and relax. I haven't slowed down. I haven't had a chill time yet. So I'm going to do that and work on some plans. Like I said, it's either I'm working on either, I've got a space. This is my office space. I actually rent it from my dad, who's got an office little area out here, and I could totally do a podcast out here. But I don't have time to do podcasts and YouTube, And I think I have the audience to. If I wanted to start a podcast or I wanted to push people to a YouTube, like I've built that audience up enough. And that's what I was trying to really do is like be patient about all this stuff. Like you see so many influencers, or I hear of a few at least, that like they get some traction and they get some following and then they want to jump into the next thing. And it's like I've been deliberately patient about this. I've got some companies that I know would back it in some kind of way. So that's what I'm going to try to figure out next, man, and hopefully I can get some answers this weekend when I go and chill and just try to relax and put the phone down, and take some time just kind of planning that out,
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, that's the best thing, dude. Like I said, you got a lot of opportunity, and you got a lot of the right people in your corner now, which is you can follow them to try to help grow whatever you're going to do. That's what's fun.
Yeah. Follow them, like reach out to people like you guys, and all these different podcasts I've done, and I've got a lot of experience now doing it, and like, but it's like I said, it's like I want to figure out what that next move looks like. People oftentimes also like ask a lot about stand-up comedy, and should I try to get into some stand-up comedy, which I totally think I could do. I'm like comfortable with that. I'm always the one that's not afraid to get up and talk in front of people and do this, and I've written some stuff, written a little bit of a routine. So there's that too. So there's just a lot to think through, man, but I'm definitely going to keep putting the videos out on social media while I go down this journey and figure out what's next.
Yeah, stand-up was something I was going to ask. If you were
going to do it,
looking at something like that.
I'm looking at doing something, and it may even be like I'm looking at just putting on my own show. Like I've got plenty of contacts here in Birmingham. I've got an event venue we could use, that kind of stuff. I might just put on my own thing, like have a couple friends that do music and stuff, like play, like do a whole entertainment night, and just I'll film it, have media there, pay for all that, and maybe test out my stand-up skills there, and then put it on YouTube, because it's like so many of these comedians, like you look at Bo Burnham, like all his success comes from YouTube,
Yeah.
So that's just what I got to figure out, man.
Well, let us know. We'd like to be there.
Absolutely.
We'll come show up.
Heck yeah, dude. That would be fun. And I'm definitely getting back out to Texas soon. It's like I said, I would love to come for a round 2 and be in the studio with you guys, man, for sure. Absolutely. I got to show you my Galveston tattoo. I've got a
oh, really?
Gosh.
I went to Galveston when we got back from from deployment, because I was stationed there at Fort Hood. And I always tell this Galveston story, like it was Galveston's beaches are not great. Let's just be honest about it. It's not. When you're used to Florida beaches, Destin and 30A and all the things that happen there, like the sand that's like shipped in, that's like white. Then you go to Galveston. So like we get back from Afghanistan, like we're looking up. We've got a weekend pass, whatever. We're like, all right, where do we want to go? Let's go to the beach, man. What's the closest beach? All right, Galveston. Sounds good. Let's go there. We go, man, and we party, right? I mean, we just got back from Afghanistan, and I'm just partying hard. Like we rent the hotel that's got a swim up bar, all the things, and then I leave. Like it was just one of those times where like we try to do this party cruise fishing thing, and we get on the boat. And we get out there thinking like we're going to be drinking and fishing, and there's no alcohol on the boat. So we get out into the middle of the ocean, right? And it's just a bunch of vets that just got back from Afghanistan just sweating out booze. Like most of us were sick and like having to take naps on the deck, And it turned into one of those trips that just did not go as planned. And then one of the nights I was so intoxicated, I was like, dude, let's get Galveston tattoos, and nobody wanted one. So I got the "Welcome to Las Vegas" sign, except it says "Welcome to Galveston, baby," and it's like lit up like the Las Vegas sign.
Oh,
so
it's great.
Yeah.
Where'd you get it? Where's it at?
It's on my thigh.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
It's pretty big.
So we're in League City. We're like 30 minutes from Galveston.
So we should all just plan a
between-
Galveston trip.
Dude. Hey, I'm telling you, if we could shut down the Mississippi River for a few days, the Galveston beaches would be nice.
Yeah.
I believe it, dude.
It's all that sediment from there.
It's like going to the lake. That's how I describe it to people.
It is. Yeah. If you ever get down to Houston, man, and come this way, let us know. We'll hook up,
for
dude.
sure. Totally.
We're literally 30 minutes south of Houston, 30 minutes north of Galveston.
Directly in between both.
Right in the middle.
Oh, perfect.
So, yeah, we're
Houston
close.
is gigantic, bro.
It's big, man.
Can't wait to get away from it.
Yeah, I love it. I love it.
No,
I'm from Louisiana, man. I'm from a small town, so I like being over here.
Yeah, no.
A lot to do, at least.
But yeah, so where can everybody find you at, man? What's your socials?
Yeah, so usually if you search fit the number 2 serve on any platform, I should come up. It's fit to serve, fit the number 2 serve the number 1 on Instagram. So fit to serve 1 on Instagram, but you search fit to serve.
It'll pop up.
I should pop up.
Okay, good. Well, yeah, man. Well, this will come out in a couple weeks, man. We're excited to share this, and this was fun, man. We had a good time with you.
So much fun, man.
Absolutely.
Just a natural good conversation, you know.
Yeah, man. We don't script anything. We just we like to just have fun, man. You know.
Best way to do it.
I never thought I'd meet John Candy, but here he is.
Here he is. You never thought
everybody's
you'd
been
be...
telling me he's dead. He's right here in the flesh.
Evan Candy.
Evan Candy. I'm gonna change my name. Evan Candy.
Evan Candy.
That'll be the name
good
of my
Russell Crowe.
OnlyFans page. I'm gonna put my own Evan Candy.
Dude, I'll be a subscriber.
Yeah. Oh,
Russell
man.
Crowe and John Candy's love child, right here in the flesh.
So Crowe Candy.
Hey, you're not gonna see it anymore. You're gonna every time you think about it.
Yeah.
That's funny, man.
That's a good combo, though, dude. That works. That fits.
That'll work. There's your new merch idea, man. You could put your picture of them with you on or something.
The 3 of us.
Yeah.
You know.
There you go. That'd be funny.
Well, good, man. Evan, we appreciate you coming on, man.
Absolutely.
We glad we could get you on here and cut up, dude. It's been a good time.
Yeah, I've had a lot of fun, guys.
Well, we'll stay in touch.
Absolutely.
Definitely.
Thank you.
All right, man. Well, peace.
All right.
All right.
Later.